The abomination is the eternal enemy of the mundus. To do nothing in the face of its threat is to be complacent in its crimes. The only thing that separates the world from darkness are those who choose to stand between them. What is power? Is it a noble name inherited at birth? Is it wealth and fortune acquired from a life of successful dealings? Or is it maybe something more? Afif was born in Wayrest, the son of a trader. At a young age, Afif was captured by pirates off the coast of Daggerfall and sold into slavery in Morrowind. As a slave, everything he learned was from experience. The kind and shy Khajiit quickly learned that one must adapt to the ebb and flow of Morrowind or be trampled under the ambitions of someone else. A harsh lesson. When the call went out for slaves to be conscripted for the infamous Battle of Khenarthi's Roost, Afif volunteered, seeing this as an opportunity to win his freedom. It was a gamble that, for his sake, paid off. Now, even as a freed slave and employed by the very house he once served in, a Khajiit's reach in Morrowind can only go so far. Adapting to become quick-witted and silver-tongued, Afif set to work acquiring a vast network of friends and allies, ranging from lords and ladies in all great houses, people in Myr in every province in the Pact Lands, and even contacts on the other two sides of the Great Banner War. During the Ashlander War, Afif posed as a slave, infiltrated the Ashlander camp, and with the help of the Ashkan's Wise Woman, successfully managed to convince most of the Memzaltzi clan to leave the Ashkan's army. He later helped to broker a pardon for them to live in Morrowind in peace, a feat that not only earned him a place among them as thanks, but one of honor and respect. From a slave with nothing, always looking up to the Dunmer, to a respected representative of an entire clan of Ashlanders. How do you think your character will meet their demise? Francis responds, Reyna Gra Khanda will most likely meet her end in the same way she dealt with many of her enemies. A pillow over the head, dragged into the room, a facade of bravado. The brutal beating and mutilation, the corpse as they realize there is no escape, and the ignominious disposal of evidence in the bottom of the lake or in a feed trough to some animal. Her death would most likely be the opening salvo of a Black Mark war between House Sarthos and some rival. Unnoticed and unremarked by Morrowind at large, she is just another slave. In Reyna's fleeting moments, she'd wonder if she would ever be missed or mourned. Archaic Dev writes, Elian Mortazel is likely to die in any number of ways. His practices make him a prime target for lynching or public execution, should such information ever come to light. That said, he works relentlessly to keep his secrets, but this effort, too, has put him in a position where any number of things could lead to his demise. Perhaps he will perish in trying to protect those in the county of Whitehaven he has come to care for. Perhaps he will ultimately fail in his endeavor to keep his necromancy a secret, and fall prey to hunters and the law alike. Whatever the case may be, Elrian has much more to live for now than he did 1 year ago, and more reason to look forward to waking each morning. If he dies of natural causes, he will be incredibly disappointed, but accepting of his fate. If he dies at the hand of another, one thing can be guaranteed: he will not go without gravely wounding his enemies, and he will not rest quietly in death. Patrick writes, being an Imperial, when Heron Dillion was old enough to join the army, he ended up being one of the greatest warriors the Empire had seen in a long time, possibly from his Nordic heritage. He rose through the ranks soon, becoming an officer. When the Imperials joined the Daedra, he attempted to escape, as he knew they were evil creatures. Since it was treason, his parents were captured for their son's crimes. He fears that if he returns to the Imperial city, his family will be killed, and he will face death himself. His parents are already dead, but he doesn't know that. Ouch. And finally, Sexy Potato writes, how I might die? Drinking too much. Not sure if he knows that we're talking about his character and not him, but that's okay. If your character were to meet you, the OOC player, what would they think about you?